camera is. Ah. So for the new students, I am showing the outline again. Mid 115, mid 215, final 40, the project and the lab 30 marks. There are 3 assignments, 10, 10, 10. Huh? 3 assignments. It's mentioned here, it's actually 2, but actually 1 is the project, the group project. The individual are 2, 20, and the project which is lab, you are covering in the lab material, and then you will complete the project, that is 10 marks. So 20 plus 10, 30. That means 2 are typed and you have to do research about that, and 1 is you have to do the code, the project. This is the textbook. Design Patterns, Elements of Reusable Object-Oriented Design by Gang of 4. It was written in 1994 and still it is used, no more latest edition available. The same book still used. But there are some update unofficially, informally, not formally, regarding the patterns. And these are the outline topics we are going to cover throughout the course about the patterns, about the object-oriented design, coupling, cohesion, the pattern types are there. So in the last lecture, we started about the software design. So what is design? We already covered the software. What is software? What is the design? This is the design, formulating the maximum alternative solutions of the problem and the selection of the best one. That is the design in generic way. The main types of design, we have logical and we have the physical. The logical forms and reports, interfaces and dialogue, and the normalization. We were talking about the forms in the last lecture. Form. You missed the last lecture?
Forms containers that contains elements.
You are missing one thing, components. Be specific. Form is a container that hosts or contains other components like text field, label box, command button, check box, option box, tabs, frames. That is a form. And then you have the report. We were discussing about the report when we finished the lecture. Covered. Yes. Now we started the new lecture. Yes, my friend. Report. You know, reports are very important for any information system. Report. Mr. Abdullah.
Summarize of what happened in data.
I don't know. Any idea? Yes. No idea.
Documents that contain some instructions, that some spaces which must be filled by the
That is form, not report.
different.
Yes, document. Report is also a document, but form is also a document. Form has some predefined data and some space needs to be filled by the user. But that is form. registration form. Huh? Check name, check number and amount. But report is different. Report is a business document. Report is a business document that is generated for reading or viewing purposes, that we generate to read the information. It contains many unrelated database records. It contains many unrelated database records like student table, course table, are different tables, but you can combine their information using the keys, using the joins, the SQL query, and you can retrieve the record as a report. Or your grades, your GPA, average. So let us see. Form is a business document that has some predefined data, some space is prescribed for filling. Form is basically an instance of a single database record. Example of business forms are application forms and the product orders. When you take the orders for the products like Hyperpanda or Danube or Albake, KFC, McDonald's, Subway, all. They have vendors, they have suppliers. So they will ask them how much items you need, like oil, milk, yogurt. Yes. And report is a business document that has only predefined data, not space for the reader, for the user. And it is solely made for the purpose of reading and viewing, to read the information, view the information. A report holds many unrelated database records. Many unrelated database records. Examples are pay and inventory reports. Inventory or pay report, salary reports. That is the report. Or your ATM receipts or any cash counter receipts like Danube or Hyperpanda or Panda report. They will give you, this is the payment you made, this is the balance, these are the items you purchased.
So this is the report.
Yes. Anybody knows types of reports? How many types of reports we have? These all are business. Very good. Yes, we have detailed report, we have summary, and we have exception. Yes, there are three types of reports: detail and summary and exception. Detail, summary and exception. Detail means all details are there, like attendance, all student attendance, all students registered in 252 or 456 or 251 or any course. Summary, like who got A or A plus. The student got A plus, B plus, summary. You will have a summary. Okay, 10 got A, 5 got A plus, 10 got B plus, and 5 are failed or 2 are failed. So this is a summary about the prescribed information. Like items which are sold more, which items are hot items, running more sale, and which has every sale and which has no sale. Summary. Hot items, every sale and no sale. Nobody is asking for them. So remove them from your shop. No need. Just this contains the extra space, containing extra space. No need. Remove. Nobody is asking for them. Exception. Abnormal. Yes. Something in excess or in shortage. something in excess or in shortage. Like an item is too much available. An item is too much available. Nobody is asking. And you have the order. You have your warehouse is holding them. Supplier is continuously supplying them, no sale. Or an item is shortage. Next day when you open the shop, you are running short. Customer will ask and you will not have that item. Or exception like all student A plus, all student fail. In one section, all student A plus, other section all fail. This is exception. How come all are A plus, all are fail? Because you must have average distribution. There is a normal distribution curve, like few A plus, few A, and then B plus, and then B and D, and so on. A curve is like normal distribution curve. Whenever you have data, you will always have normal distribution curve. If there is exception, there is something wrong. Fabricated. It's a fabricated result. All fail, again fabricated. How come? Nobody pass. There is something wrong in the course, in the teacher, or in the students. So that is about the report. Any question? Yes.
Exception means if 20 students pass, 20 class 20 students, 19 pass and 1. He is an exception. Right?
Yes. That is not exception. One is normal. Exception means, like in one section, I remember all A plus. Then chairman make a query. Then they came to know that he did not take any exam. No mid 1, no mid 2, no final. On the base of project, he graded them all 95, 95, 95. So that is the exception. 1 fail, 2 fail, that is normal. Like emergency situation.
This is exception.
This is exception. Like fire in a building. This is exception. This is something not common.
That's what must have happened before.
Yes, not happened before. Yes, not expected. That is exception. Main guidelines to design forms and reports. Form is also an example of a pattern. Form is also an example of a pattern. Who are going to use the form? Who is the user? Top management, middle management, or lower management? We have levels of management. Like in this building, we have dean, we have chairman, and we have the clerical staff, lower management, the data entry operators. Similarly, in every company, they have 3 levels of management. The top executives, the middle level managers who are running the systems. Like chairman is responsible to run the department. Similarly, the middle level managers are responsible to run the offices, factories. It's not responsibility of top manager to start the shift or stop the shift. That is not his job. His job is to make decisions about the company, like merging or starting a new product or finishing some item or change in some item, contract with some customers. That is his job. That is not his job. Start a shift, stop a shift. Like dean will come, class is starting or class is not ending. That is not his responsibility. Dean is not sitting here to check the classes are on time or on off time. It's off on time, start on time. That is not his responsibility. So, we have top management, middle management, lower management. Who are going to use the forms? Who are going to use the reports? So, you must think the level. When the form and report are going to be generated, which stage of the process you will generate the report. You know, office information system, we have different levels. When data is entered and what are the processing you made, at which stage you are going to generate the report. At the start, at the middle, or at the end. At the beginning of the cycle, middle of the cycle, or at the end of the cycle. When they are going to be delivered, where they are going to be delivered, at which stage you are delivering to the end, who is asking for them, who is required. Here, who is entering the data? Here, who is going to read them, use them to make decisions? What is the purpose of form and report? What is the functionality? What is the functionality? Why you are designing this form? Why you are designing this report? And how many people are going to use them? Like for example, ATM. Many people are going to use them. Inside the office, of course, the percentage will be less. And then you have to see their education, their level, how much they are qualified, illiterate or literate, easy or difficult. You have to design the form easy, or you have to design, okay, average, they can understand, they are IT people. No need to go in basics. But for ATM, every type of people are there. Educated or not educated, both are using them. Some people I saw, they don't know how to use it. And they are asking other people, please help me. How to draw the money? Huh? How to use it? Like from one machine to another machine, system is different. So they are hanged. Now what to do? Some, you have to press the button. Some are touch screen. So when there is no touch screen, they are surprised. What to do next? Enter the card, after that waiting. Machine is asking them to press the button. They are waiting for touch screen. They are touching the screen, nothing is happening. And then they will call, please help me. What to do? Level. So you have to see. So these are the guidelines, how to design the forms and reports. Any question? Yes.
The purpose of the form and report.
Purpose. For example, registration. You have to register the student. You have to register the user. Or course registration. Add, drop, different form. Grading, different form. Or like survey, different form. Feedback about the system. Report is different. Report has different purpose. Report is for reading. It's not data entry. From the form, you are taking the data. You are gathering the data. From the report, you are reading it. So, input is the form, output is the report. In simple word. In simple word, input is the form, output is the report. That is the very simplified definition. Sorry. This is interface specification. This also has a pattern. Like this is a form. Two departments, mechanical department, electrical department. Employee ID, total working hours, to calculate salary. To calculate salary. This objective of this form to calculate the salary of the employee. Overtime. Like in every company, multinational company, factories, offices, they have overtime. Like 8 hours is the normal. How much extra he has worked? 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. So overtime, you will press enter here. Click for salary. Click for main screen, go back and exit from the system. Exit from the form. So this is one. But the thing I want to show you, This is the template. For interface specification, form, name. Form, name. User. Who is the user? Task. Calculate salary. Purpose.
This is the purpose.
Function. Yeah, purpose. This is the purpose. Calculate salary. Environment. We have office environment and we have outside environment like mobile interface, like ATM interface. Outdoor, like outdoor. It's out of office. Nobody is there to help you. Otherwise, you will have to call some stranger, please. Maybe he will steal your PIN number. Maybe he will steal the money. Because you are inviting him to come inside. Maybe you want to draw 1000 riyal, he will ask you to draw 5000 riyal. He will press 5000. For 1000 he will give you, 4000 he will keep it. Because you allow him to control the environment, control the situation, he can do anything. It depends how much he is ethical. He can be a thief and you are asking the thief to come to help you. So he will do his job. So you have to take care. Is it office environment or it's outside environment? In the office, I can ask to my colleague, like Khamis is my colleague. I can ask Dr. Khamis, like this is a system is in Arabic, I don't understand, please help me. He will help me. But outside, there is no Dr. Khamis or XYZ to help me. It should be user friendly more than the office environment. It should be user friendly more than the office environment. Then, testing, speed rate in percentage. How fast is the execution? Yes. Because if it has more flashy interface, it will be slow. Like Google, you see, it's high performance. Its performance is very high because it's very light. That is the reason when you design the forms, instruction is don't put too much flashy interface, flash content, like images are loading, the frames are moving. Looks beautiful, but it's not efficient. It is slow. And when you are using it in normal use, customer don't like, they don't want to wait. Like he is searching for something on the Google, waiting, and your website is opening. Like circle is there moving, opening. He will think the website is not working. He will click the next link. So you will lose the business because you made very beautiful, too much flash. But what about this beautifulness? No benefit. You lose the business. He moved to the next website. Amazon, Google, PayPal, eBay, they are very efficient, fast. Google is the most widely used search engine in the world because it is highly efficient. It responds you in milliseconds. Like 0.09 seconds. In seconds, you write something, it's there. You don't need to wait it, loading, until there is something wrong with your internet. Otherwise, it's highly efficient. This problem is maybe because your internet is down. And you are thinking it is because of the Google, it is not opening. It's not problem of Google. Check your internet. Check your traffic. Network traffic. Maybe it's very high. That is the reason it is taking time. Otherwise, Google is highly efficient. Accuracy. The result of the form, how much the calculations are correct. The logic, processing logic is correct. Business logic is correct. Sahi. 99.99%. 99.999%. When you declare the variables, data type should be correct. When you want to use double, it is required double, use double. If it is single, then use single. Because sometimes in points, like banking system, in points, if there is a difference, at the end of the day it will become in thousands. Like you use integer, and it is not handling floating point values, making it round every time. At the end of the day, the debit and the credit will be different. Debit and the credit will be different. And bank will be responsible for that, whatever is happening. And user satisfaction rate, it should be 70, 80, 90%. If it is 60 or below than that, change the interface. Ask the user to evaluate the interface. Rate them in 100%. If it is below 60 or 60, change the interface, make it more user friendly. It is not user friendly. Like you can give the example of Linux or Unix. Windows is more user friendly. So its usage is high as compared to the Linux and Unix. They are highly efficient, they are highly good, highly reliable. What is reliable?
Something you can count.
I am asking to this guy, Mr. Khalid. Yes, my friend. Reliability. We already covered in 251. Reliability. Something you can depend. Trustworthy. How you can depend on the software? How come you can depend on the software? It's not human being. You can depend on your father. You can depend upon your mother, your brother, your sister, or very close friend. Very close blood relative. Can depend. But it is software. It is logical thing. It's not physical. How we can depend on software? Because if I define this one, you will be confused. What depend? What kind of dependency we can have on the software? Like when I am in difficult situation, my friend, my brother will help me, my father will help me. That is the dependency, huh? Like in hospital, in emergency. In emergency, or I need money, I can ask him to borrow some money, give me some money as a loan. This is the dependency. But how can we depend on software? Yes, my friend. This is dependency. But how we say this on the software, I can depend on software trustworthy?
Maybe like antivirus. You can depend on antivirus to
Can you depend on antivirus? See, before me, my good student already answered, say no. You can't depend on antivirus. There are some viruses you cannot capture by the antivirus. It will keep on working.
That's why the software doesn't update.
Maybe doctor, there is some criteria in the software. If he succeed in this particular criteria, he will become more advanced. User depends on this software.
So crash in the middle door. Give the right output.
Mr. Yazid, software should have minimum bugs. Software should have minimum bugs and it must be stable. Software should have minimum bugs and it must be stable. First thing, minimum bugs. Criteria number 1. Minimum errors. Second thing, it should be stable. It should not crash again and again. It should be stable. It should not crash again and again. That is the reason Linux is highly reliable. The most widely used server in the world is Linux or Unix. I think Linux, as per my knowledge, Linux is the most widely used server in the world, all over the world. But as a server, not as a client. Client is Windows. Windows is highly unreliable. But if you compare the usage, the Windows usage is 90%, 89 point something, and all other operating systems 10%. All other operating systems 10%. Linux, Unix, Macintosh, Sun Solaris, Fedora, Symbian, all 10%. And 90% Microsoft Windows, which is highly unreliable. Which is highly unreliable. Suddenly it crashed. Maybe because of electricity shock, jerk. Electricity jerk, crash. Maybe you install some software, because of the virus, corrupted. You have to format and reinstall the Windows. This is the common in Windows. But still, its usage is 90% because it is highly user friendly. It is highly, the user satisfaction. Here I want to discuss one more thing, which is the first graphical user interface in the history. First GUI operating system. Apple, Macintosh. You know when it was introduced? It was introduced in 1984. 1984. Microsoft Windows, when it was introduced? Microsoft Windows, the first version, when it was introduced? 1991. Windows 3.1. I used that in 1991. Windows 3.1. 1984, Apple was introduced. Microsoft make a copy and then introduced in 1991, around after 7 years, but still capture the market. Apple usage, Macintosh usage is 2 to 3%. Macintosh is 2 to 3% of the entire operating system market. Pioneer, the first.
But Victor, this is not what to do with the user interaction. There is another criteria. Just like, for example, Windows can operate in another hardware, but Macintosh
This is their business policy. Yes, this is their business. They suffered a lot.
This is not about user satisfaction.
But if you see now Apple has make it open. Now, but still people prefer to use Windows because mindset is there. They already captured the market. You are too late, my friend. Everything has a time. If you are late, you lose the business. They already lose it. Now they are trying to cover something, rectify, improve.
I think now they work different than
Yeah, but still people prefer to use Windows because mindset is there. First impression is the last impression. First impression is the last impression. After that, you can make it little bit improvement, but totally it's there. It's fixed. It's engraved, embedded. Now you cannot change it totally, 100%. Okay, time is up.